Good morning, students. Today we are going to revise lesson number 4 of geography, that is agriculture. The question answers we are going to revise, and the same you are going to learn it at home also. So first question, very short, is what is agriculture? Agriculture is a primary activity that involves the cultivation of crops, fruits, vegetables, flowers, and rearing of livestock. That means agriculture. What is agriculture? It is a primary activity, it is a main activity, and it includes cultivation of crops also, fruits also, vegetables also, and flowers also. Even in the agricultural activity, rearing of livestock is also included. Rearing of livestock means keeping the animals. So next question, name the factors influencing agriculture. What are the factors which influence agriculture? Now the factors which influence agriculture is topography of soil and climate. Now what is topography of soil? Topography is the type of soil, means to grow a particular crop depends on the type of soil and climate also. So the weather, the climatic condition, and the type of soil, or both are very much important factors for the growth of any particular crop. So it influences the agriculture activity. Third, what is arable land? The land on which crops are grown is called arable land. Now, what is arable land? Arable land is a land on which we can grow the crops. How is subsistence farming classified? Now, as we know that farming is classified into two, subsistence and agriculture. Now, what is subsistence farming? Subsistence farming is the farming in which farmers grow, the uh, farmers family grow the crops to meet their own needs of their own family. So again, this subsistence farming is classified into intensive and primitive subsistence. Now, what is intensive? Intensive farming is where the farmers cultivate a small plot of land using simple tools and more labor. More labor is required in intensive. Simple tools are used by the farmers of in a small plot. The work, the agricultural practice is done in the small plot. तो छोटी सी ही जमीन पर ये करते हैं intensive farming. And primitive farming, in this shifting cultivation and nomadic herding is included. So subsistence farming is classified into subsistence farming is classified into intensive and primitive subsistence agriculture. Next question, question number 5. What are the tertiary activities? Now, tertiary activities, as we know that the activities are divided into three, that is primary, tertiary, and secondary. So, tertiary activities, what are tertiary activities? Tertiary activities are those activities which provide support to primary and secondary activities. Again, what are tertiary activities? Tertiary activities are the activities which provide support to the primary and secondary activities. Now, primary activity, that means to grow the crops and all. It includes growing of crops, fruits, vegetables, flowers. So that is a primary activity. And then that includes the extraction and production of the natural resources. Then secondary activity concerned with the processing of the resources. Whatever resources are there that are further processed. And then finally, when the processed resources are there, they are taken to the means to other sectors, that is the for this we use the tertiary, that is transport, trade, banking, insurance. So tertiary activities include transport, trade, banking, insurance, and advertising and all. So what are tertiary activities? These are activities which provide the support to primary and secondary activity. Primary में resources, natural resources extraction और production होता है natural resources का. Secondary में उनका प्रोसेसिंग होता है फर्दर, और जब वो पूरा बन जाता है, रिसोर्स पूरा प्रोडक्ट बन जाता है, तो वो फर्दर ट्रांसपोर्ट होता है. ट्रेड, बैंकिंग, इंश्योरेंस, एडवर्टाइजिंग, ऑल दिस इज यूज फॉर दैट टर्शियरी एक्टिविटी इज needed. Then next is it in what sort of areas is nomadic herding practiced? Nomadic herding is practiced in semi-arid and arid region of Sahara, Central Asia, and some parts of India. Now, semi-arid and arid region. Semi-arid means neither too hot nor too cold, and arid means very high temperature. So, nomadic herding कहाँ पर होती है? Nomadic herding means जहाँ पर एक जगह से दूसरी जगह लोग अपने एनिमल्स के साथ घूमते हैं. तो it is practiced in semi-arid and arid regions of Sahara, Central Asia, and some parts of India. Now, short answer questions. What is plantation agriculture? Plantation agriculture is a type of commercial farming where only single crop, now that single crop is of tea, coffee, sugarcane, cashew, rubber, banana, or cotton. It can be either of any one crop. So in this commercial farming where only one single crop is grown and large amount of labor and capital are required. Amount of labor is also more. That means human labor required is more plus capital investment of capital means investment of money is also more, and the product is processed on the farm itself or nearby factories. Then next, name of the fiber, name the fiber crops and name the climatic conditions required for their growth. So which are the fiber crops? Two major fiber crops are jute and cotton. So main fiber crops are jute and cotton. Now what are the climatic conditions for the jute, growth of the jute? The alluvial soil is needed, that is very fertile soil, and it requires high temperature, heavy rainfall, and humid climate for its growth. Then cotton, for cotton, also high temperature is needed, light rainfall, halki rainfall, and bright sunshine for the proper growth of cotton. So this is the climatic condition of growth of jute and cotton, which are two major fiber crops. Next, what is difference between subsistence farming and commercial farming? The commercial farming crops are grown and animals are reared for sale in market. Now, what is commercial farming? In this farming, the crops are grown and even animals are reared. Animals are kept for the sale in the market. That is for commercial purposes. While in subsistence farming, crops are grown mainly for the farmer's family needs. Now, how can one increase agricultural production? अब agricultural production कैसे increase कर सकते हैं? Agricultural production can be increased by increasing area under cultivation and by increasing the number of crops grown in the year. That means अगर कोई प्लॉट को बड़ा कर दिया जाए तो वहां पर नेचुरली ज्यादा क्रॉप कल्टीवेशन कर सकते हैं और नंबर ऑफ क्रॉप्स भी ज्यादा लगा सकते हैं. So in this way we can increase the agricultural production. Second, agricultural production can can also be increased by improving irrigational facilities and using fertilizers. अब fertilizers अच्छे से अच्छे fertilizers यूज करके और काफी सारा पानी की ढंग से फैसिलिटीज अवेलेबल करवा करके एग्रीकल्चर प्रोडक्शन के लिए, तो इस टाइप से भी हम एग्रीकल्चरल प्रोडक्शन इंक्रीज कर सकते हैं. एंड यूजिंग हाई yielding variety seeds and machinery in cultivation increase crop yield. और फर्दर एग्रीकल्चर प्रोडक्शन कैसे इंक्रीज हो सकता है? हाई yielding variety ऑफ सीड्स यूज करके, HYV सीड्स यूज करके और मशीनरी यूज करके, न्यू मशीन न्यू टेक्नोलॉजी यूज करके हम ये HYV सीड्स यूज करके अपना एग्रीकल्चर प्रोडक्शन बढ़ा सकते हैं. Then long answer type questions. Shifting. What is shifting cultivation? What are its disadvantages? Shifting cultivation is also known as slash and burn cultivation. Now, as you already understood while I was teaching the lesson, that in shifting cultivation, the plot is cleared by cutting down the trees and then after that burning them. And the ashes are then mixed with the soil and crops are grown. और जो उसमें वो राख होती है वो सॉइल में मिक्स हो जाती है और उस सॉइल पे वो क्रॉप्स ग्रो होती है. आफ्टर द लैंड हैज लॉस्ट इट्स फर्टिलिटी, और जब सॉइल फर्टिलिटी लूज हो जाती है सॉइल की, देन इट इज अबेंडन. अबेंडन मीन्स उसको छोड़ करके फार्मर्स आगे शिफ्ट हो जाते हैं, दूसरी प्लॉट पे शिफ्ट हो जाते हैं. and the farmers then move to new place for further shifting cultivation. Then again the same process take place. The farmers clear the land plot by cutting the trees of that now next plot and then burn them, then ashes mixed with the soil, then grow crops, and then when again soil fertility is lost, again leave the place and then move to the other place. Now, what is the disadvantage of shifting cultivation? It leads to deforestation. इससे क्या होता है? पेड़ काटते हैं, कम पेड़ हो जाते हैं. Loss of fertility also of a particular land पे पेड़ काट करके उसकी ashes mix करना soil में, तो उससे soil fertility lose हो जाती है, leads to soil erosion. ऊपर की fertile soil जो है वो move हो जाती है. Plus burning of trees causes air pollution and insufficient cultivation of crops for large population. इतनी ज़्यादा population के लिए जो cultivation होता है वो particular plot पे वो बहुत एक तरीके से insufficient होता है, कम होता है. How is nomadic farming practiced? What does the reared animal provide the herder and their family? अब nomadic farming कैसे practice होती है? Nomadic farming is practiced in semi-arid and arid regions of Sahara, Central Asia, some parts of India. अब कौन से पार्ट है इंडिया के? राजस्थान एंड जम्मू एंड कश्मीर, यहाँ पर नोमैडिक हर्डिंग होती है. इन दिस टाइप ऑफ फार्मिंग हर्ड्समैन मूव फ्रॉम प्लेस टू प्लेस विद देयर एनिमल्स फॉर फॉडर एंड वाटर. अब इस नोमैडिक हर्डिंग में जो फार्मिंग होती है उसमें हर्ड्समैन कौन होते हैं? जो एनिमल्स ग्रुप ऑफ एनिमल्स के साथ घूमते हैं. तो वो हर्ड्समैन एक जगह से दूसरी जगह अपने एनिमल्स के साथ जाते हैं. उनके फॉडर मीन्स फूड फॉर द एनिमल्स, और वाटर के लिए लॉन्ग डिफाइंड रूट्स, पर्टिकुलर रूट्स पे एक जगह से दूसरी जगह वो एनिमल्स के साथ जाते हैं. दैट इज कॉल्ड नोमैडिक हर्डिंग. This type of movement arises in response to climatic constraint. अब climate के according ये लोग move करते हैं. ज़्यादा ठंड, ज़्यादा means जो टेम्परेचर अगर नॉट सूटेबल होता है एनिमल्स के लिए तो वो जगह छोड़ करके वो दूसरे एरिया में जाते हैं. एंड दे प्रोवाइड मिल्क, मीट, वूल, हाइड्स एंड अदर प्रोडक्ट्स टू द हर्डर्स एंड देयर फैमिली. अब ये फैमिली को जो नोमैडिक हर्डर्स हैं, ये जो एनिमल्स रेयर करते हैं, पालते हैं, उससे एनिमल्स क्या मिलता है? एनिमल से उनको मिल्क, मीट, वूल, हाइड्स, उनकी स्किन और दूसरे और बहुत सारे प्रोडक्ट्स उनकी फैमिली के लिए. गिव रीजंस. इन इंडिया एग्रीकल्चर इज द प्राइमरी एक्टिविटी. ये आपको रीजन देना है कि इंडिया में एग्रीकल्चरल प्राइमरी एक्टिविटी क्यों है. तो एग्रीकल्चर इज एन एक्टिविटी of growing crops, fruits, vegetable, flowers, and rearing of livestock. It is primary activity since it directly involves natural resources. और ये एक primary activity because इसमें directly natural resources को use किया गया है. In India, a huge number of people derive the activity from their ancestors. और भारतवर्ष में ये जो एक्टिविटी, एग्रीकल्चर एक्टिविटी, वो पुरखों से चली आ रही है. एक आदमी जो एग्रीकल्चरल फार्मर है, जो फार्मर है वो उसके पिताजी भी फार्मर में भी फार्मिंग करते थे, पिता के पिता भी फार्मिंग करते थे. तो दैट इज एन एंसेस्ट्रल एक्टिविटी. पूर्वजों से ये काम करते आ रहे हैं. ड्यू टू लैक ऑफ लिटरेसी इन जनरल, और कॉमनली हम देखते हैं तो लिटरेसी रेट बहुत कम है, पढ़े लिखे नहीं है. Farmers prefer agriculture since they acquire the required skill from their ancestors. और जब ज़्यादा पढ़े लिखे नहीं है तो इसलिए फार्मर्स एग्रीकल्चर प्रैक्टिस में इन्वॉल्व हो जाते हैं, जो कि ये इनको एक पूर्वजों से ये सीखते हुए आ रहे हैं एग्रीकल्चरल एक्टिविटी. एंड सो फील कंफर्टेबल विद इट, और इसीलिए वो इस काम को करने में बड़े कंफर्टेबल रहते हैं. And that is why in India agriculture is the primary activity. Now different crops are grown in different regions. Why? The type of crop grown is dependent upon the type of soil and the type of climate of the region. I already made it clear that किस तरह की वहाँ पर्टिकुलर एरिया की किस टाइप की सॉइल है, वहाँ का क्या क्लाइमेटिक कंडीशन है, उस पे डिपेंड करता है कि वहाँ पर उस एरिया पे किस क्रॉप को ग्रो किया जाए. Since different regions have different soil types and climatic conditions, so a crop may have favorable factors of growth in the particular region only. और इसीलिए हर रीजन में, हर एरिया के अपने अलग डेफिनेट सॉइल होती है, एक अपनी अलग डेफिनेट क्लाइमेट होती है, और इसीलिए जो क्रॉप पर्टिकुलर जिस क्लाइमेट में जिस सॉइल में ग्रो करेगी वो उसी रीजन में वहां पर वो ग्रो करती है. द डिमांड ऑफ प्रोड्यूस लेबर एंड लेवल ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी आर सम अदर फैक्टर्स दैट डिसाइड द टाइप ऑफ क्रॉप्स ग्रो इन द पर्टिकुलर रीजन. अब इसके अलावा क्लाइमेट और सॉइल के अलावा जो दूसरी डिमांड्स हैं टू ग्रो द क्रॉप्स, डिफरेंट क्रॉप्स इज लेबर, कितनी ह्यूमन लेबर जरूरत है, कितनी टेक्नोलॉजी, मशीन एंड ऑल कितना यूज होना है उस क्रॉप को ग्रो करने में. ये अदर फैक्टर्स विच आर important for the growth of the crops. Now distinguish between following primary activities and secondary activities. Now we have to distinguish, differentiate between primary and secondary. Primary activities, these activities are related to production and extraction of natural resources. That means the production and extraction of natural resources is done in primary activity. Example is agriculture, fishing and mining. And secondary activities are that which provide support to the primary and secondary activity. For example, sorry, this is about the tertiary activity. This is about the tertiary activity, uh, primary and tertiary activity. You can make a correction over here, primary and tertiary activity. Here we have made distinguish between primary and tertiary activity. Tertiary. You can make a correction over here, tertiary activity. Instead of secondary, here it will be tertiary activity. T E R T I A R Y. So primary and tertiary activities. These activities are provide support to the primary and secondary. So you can do this correction over here. Tertiary आएगा यहाँ पर, ठीक है ना? एक बार correction कर लेना ये. These are activities that provide support to the primary and secondary activity. For example, transport, communication, banking and advertising. ये बुक में भी आपका प्राइमरी और टर्शरी दिया हुआ है. बुक में भी यहाँ पर आपका प्राइमरी और टर्शरी दिया हुआ है. ये करेक्शन कर लेना. TERTIARY. Clear? Then subsistence and intensive farming. It is a type of farming that is done by the farmer to meet the needs of his family, and it involves the use of low level of technology and household labor. And intensive farming, it is a type of farming that is done by the farmer to increase the production of the crop in small plot of the land and to earn some profit. It also involves the use of simple tool and extra labor. So that is called intensive farming. I hope the question answers are clear. So please make the correction over here. By mistake, I have written here secondary. It will be tertiary activity. Again, I am reminding here instead of secondary, it will be tertiary. Here instead of secondary, it will be tertiary. Be careful about that. So that's all for today. In our next class, we will continue with the revision work of lesson number 5. Clear? Till then, take care. Thank you.